To understand this video, you need to watch my Sindragosa 25-man heroic tactics, which I posted the link down below. This time, I am going to show you the perspective on tanking Sindragosa 25-man in heroic mode. In tanking Sindragosa heroic, you need frost resistance gear. Not too much, but only enough, because you might decrease your armor by using too much frost resistance gear, and I prefer using off pieces to make sure that I retain much of my armor from my tier 10 gear. For me, I use the Icebane girdle and Icebane threads, which can be created from blacksmiths, and titanium force guard ring from jewel crafting. Another stat you need to increase is expertise. The more the better. Since you are losing armor stats for your force resistance gear, expect Sindragosa's normal swing will hit harder, and you also do not want her to parry haste on you since you lack expertise. And the most important trinket is Sindragosa's Flawless Fang. It is a huge arsenal on your cooldowns on surviving her frost breaths. Even the normal version is good enough. During the encounter as a tank, the most important skill you need to watch out from Sindragosa is her frost breath and blistering cold. Remember, her frost breath will kill you, especially during phase 2, and during the ground phases, there's always a pattern on her frost breath. It is always frost breath, then another frost breath and followed by a blistering cold, and another frost breath before she enters an air phase. As a DK tank, I can use 3 cooldowns for those 4 events. For the first frost breath, I will use anti-magic shield, then I will use Fang for the second breath and vampiric blood for the blistering cold, and another anti-magic shield for the last breath. This will be your pattern on managing the frost breaths. During the air phase as a tank, you should position yourself behind the middle tubes so that you can go back to your tanking position quickly after the last frost bomb drops. During Phase 2, you need to manage your cooldowns properly and effectively, since the Mystic Buffet stacks, plus Frost Breath can instantly kill you if you have a lot of stacks. So you need to follow those cooldowns I mentioned earlier, and use your Icebound Fortitude on another breath, and ask for Hand of Sacrifice if needed, and Pain Suppression especially when the raid hides in the first two. In summary, you need frost resistance gear, but not too much that you sacrifice your armor, and you also need expertise for her parry haste, the more the better. As for Sindragosa, always remember that Frost Breath will kill you. You need to manage your cooldowns during Frost Breaths and Blistering Cold. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.